Let's start with the stone that makes Thanos' snap possible in the first place. The Power Stone, that brilliant purple gem that pulses with raw cosmic energy, isn't just about hitting things really hard. This stone is pure, unfiltered power in its most concentrated form. It amplifies the physical capabilities of its user to astronomical levels, granting strength that can shatter planets and energy blasts that can annihilate entire star systems. The Power Stone feeds on itself, creating an endless cycle of escalating force. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes, but here's the catch. It's also incredibly unstable and dangerous. Most beings can't even touch it without being instantly vaporized by its raw energy. Only the most physically powerful entities in the universe can hope to wield it directly, and even then, prolonged exposure can be fatal. Throughout Marvel history, this stone has been responsible for some of the most devastating displays of force ever witnessed. It's turned ordinary beings into walking weapons of mass destruction and given cosmic entities the power to reshape galaxies with a thought. But its true terror lies in how it amplifies the other stones when used in combination, turning their already incredible abilities into forces that can unmake creation itself. Moving to something that messes with your head in the most literal way possible, the Mind Stone doesn't just read thoughts. This yellow gem grants complete dominion over consciousness, intelligence, and mental energy across the universe. It can enhance cognitive abilities to superhuman levels, allowing its wielder to process information faster than supercomputers and solve complex problems that would stump the greatest minds. But the Mind Stone's most terrifying ability is its power to control and manipulate other beings. It can rewrite personalities, implant false memories, and turn heroes into villains with a single thought. The stone doesn't just influence minds, it can create entirely new forms of consciousness and intelligence. It's been used to grant sentience to artificial beings and enhance the mental capabilities of already intelligent entities to cosmic levels. The psychological warfare potential of this stone is absolutely staggering. Imagine having the power to make your enemies forget why they're fighting you, or better yet, convince them that they were always on your side. The Mind Stone can create illusions so convincing that reality becomes meaningless, and it can link multiple consciousness together into a collective hive mind that spans entire galaxies. What makes the Mind Stone particularly dangerous is how subtle its influence can be. Unlike the raw destruction of the Power Stone, the Mind Stone can achieve its goals through manipulation so skillful that its victims never realize they've been compromised. It's the ultimate tool for those who prefer to win through cunning rather than brute force. Then we have the stone that makes distance meaningless. The Space Stone, glowing with that distinctive blue energy, grants its wielder complete control over spatial dimensions and teleportation on a cosmic scale. This isn't just about moving from point A to point B. We're talking about the ability to manipulate space itself, creating portals that can transport entire armies across the universe in an instant. The Space Stone can bend space around its user, making them effectively untouchable by conventional attacks. It can create pocket dimensions, fold space to bring distant objects within reach, and even manipulate gravitational fields on a massive scale. With this stone, the concept of distance becomes a mere suggestion that can be ignored at will. But the Space Stone's true power lies in its ability to access any location in the universe simultaneously. Its wielder can be everywhere and nowhere at once, making them nearly impossible to pin down in battle. The stone can also create stable wormholes that allow for instantaneous travel between galaxies, turning the vast emptiness of space into nothing more than stepping stones. The strategic implications of controlling space itself are mind-boggling. Every fortress becomes penetrable, every hideout becomes accessible, and every defensive position becomes meaningless when your opponent can simply appear behind your lines without warning. Now, we reach the stone that turns time into a plaything. The Time Stone, radiating that mesmerizing green glow, doesn't just let you rewind your mistakes or fast forward through boring conversations. This gem grants absolute mastery over temporal mechanics, allowing its wielder to manipulate the flow of time on scales that defy comprehension. We're talking about the power to freeze entire battles in place, accelerate the aging of enemies until they crumble to dust, or reverse catastrophic events as if they never happened. The Time Stone can create temporal loops that trap opponents in endless cycles of defeat, or speed up the wielder's perception of time so drastically that everyone else appears to be moving in slow motion. But here's where it gets really wild. This stone doesn't just affect the present moment, it can reach across timelines, pulling events from the past into the present, or sending consequences forward into the future. Imagine being able to witness every possible outcome of a decision before making it, or having the power to undo defeats by simply rewinding time until you find a timeline where victory is assured. The Time Stone makes its user essentially immortal through temporal manipulation, allowing them to reverse their own death or prevent fatal injuries by rewinding to moments before they occurred. But temporal manipulation comes with its own unique dangers. Messing with time creates paradoxes that can tear apart the fabric of reality itself. The Time Stone wielder must possess incredible wisdom and restraint, because one wrong move could unravel the entire timeline and erase countless lives from existence. Speaking of erasing things from existence, let's talk about the stone that deals with the very essence of life itself. The Soul Stone, burning with that ominous orange light, isn't just another cosmic bauble. This gem holds dominion over souls, life force, and the spiritual essence that defines all living beings. It can rip souls from their bodies, trap consciousness in pocket dimensions, or even resurrect the dead by calling their spirits back from whatever lies beyond. The Soul Stone has a twisted personality all its own. It demands sacrifice from those who would claim its power, and it's not satisfied with just any sacrifice. It requires the soul of someone the wielder truly loves, making it the most emotionally devastating stone to obtain. Once acquired, it grants the ability to see into the hearts and souls of all living beings, revealing their deepest fears, desires, and moral alignments. This stone can judge the worthiness of souls and determine who lives and who dies, based on criteria only it understands. It can steal life force from enemies to heal its wielder, or drain entire populations to fuel devastating attacks. The Soul Stone essentially turns its user into a cosmic judge, jury, and executioner with the power to decide the fate of souls across the universe. The most terrifying aspect of the Soul Stone is how it seems to corrupt everyone who uses it. The intimate connection with death and souls inevitably changes the wielder's perspective on life, often turning them into cold, calculating beings who view living creatures as nothing more than spiritual energy to be harvested. Finally, we come to the stone that makes all the others seem quaint by comparison. The Reality Stone, pulsing with deep red energy, doesn't just bend reality. It rewrites the fundamental laws that govern existence itself. This gem can transform matter into energy, turn thoughts into physical objects, and reshape entire universes according to the wielder's imagination. The Reality Stone operates on a level that transcends normal physics. It can make the impossible not just possible, but inevitable. Want to turn your enemies into harmless butterflies? Done. Need to transform a barren planet into a lush paradise? Easy. Feel like making gravity flow upward or changing the speed of light? The Reality Stone makes it happen without breaking a sweat. But here's what makes the Reality Stone truly dangerous. It doesn't just change what exists, it changes what can exist. It can rewrite the laws of physics themselves, creating new rules for how the universe operates. In the wrong hands, this stone could turn reality into a nightmare where suffering is the only constant, or create a perfect world where free will becomes meaningless. The Reality Stone requires tremendous mental discipline to wield effectively. Without a strong will and clear vision, its power can spiral out of control, creating chaotic realities where dreams and nightmares blend together into an incomprehensible mess. Even cosmic entities fear this stone because it can redefine their very nature and purpose. When all 6 stones come together in the Infinity Gauntlet, they create something that transcends the sum of their individual powers. The wielder doesn't just gain 6 different abilities, they become a force capable of reshaping the entire multiverse with a single thought. The combined stones can rewrite history, create new timelines, and even challenge the authority of abstract cosmic entities like death and eternity. But wielding the complete Infinity Gauntlet comes with a price that few can survive. The sheer amount of cosmic energy flowing through the wielder can tear apart their body and mind, leaving them as a broken shell of their former self. Even Thanos, one of the most powerful beings in the universe, was nearly destroyed by using all 6 stones simultaneously. So there you have it, 6 cosmic artifacts that make the Marvel Universe's most powerful beings look like children playing with toys they don't understand. The Infinity Stones aren't just weapons or tools. They're fragments of creation itself, each one representing a fundamental force that keeps reality from collapsing into chaos. The terrifying truth is that these stones will always exist, scattered across the universe, waiting for the next ambitious being to claim their power. They've turned heroes into villains, destroyed entire civilizations, and reshaped reality more times than anyone can count. And they'll keep doing it because that's what they are. Pure, concentrated power that corrupts everything it touches. Whether it's Thanos snapping his fingers, Adam Warlock trying to maintain cosmic balance, or some cosmic entity we haven't met yet, the Infinity Stones will continue to be the most dangerous objects in existence. They represent the ultimate temptation, the promise of godhood that few can resist and even fewer can survive. The next time you see those 6 colorful gems glowing in someone's gauntlet, remember this. You're not just looking at pretty rocks, you're staring at the building blocks of reality itself. Wielded by beings who think they're wise enough to play God, and history has shown us exactly how that usually ends.